up. Genesis Z and
Give
Black
it up
Mama.
for Black Mamas, man. Genesis Z, the sports fan. Bang! Give it up, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you'd be crazy to miss this show.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
One time, baby.
It's going to be crazy to miss this.
Yeah, we've got some more good music on here in just a little bit. Let me introduce everybody as I always do. Joe Richmond, formerly of the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. We're going to have a little fun tonight.
Let's start off with you spinning out on the other hand.
I will, but I wouldn't tear up his laptop.
You want to drop me there. Joe, if you could, you're doing a lot of good things with the kids right now, and I want to get that out there, and I'm going to get that out there a couple of times. We neglected every show, but the Rev's down there helping you. Tell me what's going on.
Every Saturday, man, from 11 to 12:30, Rev and I come down there. Kids are out there, $5 a kid, from ages 8 to 14. We're just going back to basics, teaching the basics and the foundation and fundamentals of basketball. And don't forget, starting July 29th, we'll be doing a great basketball clinic with the Delaware 87ers at the PAL Center downtown Wilmington. So go on out, register at Delaware87ers.com.
Now, the one over outside that you got going on, $5. I mean,
Just $5. Right there on Route 472.
And if you ain't got the $5, go see the Rev.
Oh, yeah, Rev got you. Well, we got a great sponsor. Optimum Health comes out. They sponsored 20 kids, gave them basketballs.
If you got
good fathers.
If you got a kid who wants to play basketball, these guys will be sure he learns how to play basketball. I guarantee you that.
Awesome
of course, Silent Stats over here, as he does each and every week. Got some good stats for us tonight.
Man, I'm excited, man. We got some good stats tonight. We're gonna talk about the NFL draft. We're gonna give our opinion on the picks.
Like it matters.
We're gonna talk about the NBA playoffs. I'm excited to have a great guest tonight. My main man, Earl Cooper.
Earl Cooper's in the building.
Professional golfer.
Yeah, professional golfer, man. He's a teacher. He's a great golfer, golf pro. Guy does a lot of things in the community. Works for the mayor's office. I'm excited to have him on, man.
Yeah. So
what is golf?
We're gonna find out if golf really a sport tonight.
Yeah, he talks about.
It's not a sport.
Well, let me introduce the truth. Rev there.
Rev's in the building.
I don't buy that as the truth. I ain't buying
Golf is
that.
not a sport.
Rev, he got a bunch of clubs. You better stop.
We got a bunch of clubs.
Yeah, humidity's got our sign
I
tonight,
used to
so
go
we're
to
just
clubs.
going to have to deal with it.
Still not a sport. It's not a sport.
But we'll make that decision as we talk tonight. We'll maybe let him go one-on-one with the truth on you.
I know that's right.
And of course, I'm Tim Qualls, and I'm going to be setting it up as we go through the entire night here, live from Game Changers on Facebook every Monday night. We get started around 7 o'clock. You still have time to come on down if you're watching us on Facebook right now. Better yet, share it out there. We need to get more people watching us on Facebook. Yeah, and we work on that each and every week to perfect that a little bit more and more, and it's getting better and better, as you just witnessed with the band. If you were watching that as we began the show, phenomenal sounds. You know, and we just have a good time down here. We just have a good time down here.
Got a great crowd.
Yeah, and I also
Great people.
Yeah, and I also want to thank our main sponsors as they do each and every week. They put it up the money for us, and that's Auto Team Delaware.
Oh yeah, man, you gotta take care of them. Cadillac's been there 100 years. It's incredible. I'm excited every time I'm on Pennsylvania Avenue. You got to go over there and see April over there at Subaru, 1715 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Don't forget about Kia.
And Kia, go see Kia. Remember, even if you didn't pay your cable bill, they can still see you in the Kia.
but do they have,
Put you in the Kia.
Do they have headphones at the Kia?
No, but you get your headphones over there at Subaru. Not everybody get these exclusive
I haven't gotten mine yet.
They're on their way.
Yeah, we tell the guests when they come up and bring us something, and we can't even have door and bring nothing.
Right.
So, but great place. Since we've been sponsoring, when you're riding around, I look at where they bought the car. The tag on the back of the car, and I'm blown away with how many are from Auto Team Delaware.
They treat you good. They treat you like family. It's a good place, man.
Red was down there with the Cadillac people.
And I drive Cadillac. Ain't nothing like a Broham.
You look good on there too. We'll be going back to that here later on. But let's get to the NFL.
Let's jump right in it, man. Exciting stuff in the NFL, man. We had the NFL draft. I know you're ready for your draft, Greg.
Well, I set up the table with the East here.
You already go. We start. Well, I'll start from the top. I'll start from the #1 pick all the way through. And
I put Joe down there so he can bandwagon jump. Go down on the Cowboys.
I'm gonna start from Garrett, Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
From the beginning out there. think Cleveland Browns, the draft, Myles Garrett,
Yeah, sucker.
I think he was the best player in the draft. That was an easy one. I think they had to take him. And so I get that at 8, man. I think that guy's going to be a great player.
I give
for years to come.
Cleveland an A. They did an outstanding
All throughout the entire draft. I
Man,
think
just
Cleveland
setting
did a good
themselves
job.
up for the draft reminds me of the Dallas Cowboy Herschel Walker trade way back when.
Yeah.
You know, they have that many picks in the draft. Then they was able to maneuver and get a couple more first-round picks for next year. So
they did a great job.
They're building for the future.
I think they're closer than most people think. I think I think the Sixers say it best. You got to trust the process, and I think they're doing the same thing over there in Cleveland. I think they're going to be okay.
Right, and then moving on down to
I'm moving on down, man. The Bears. What were the Bears thinking? That's what I'm thinking.
The Bears.
They got hosed.
Did you make a phone call to him?
Well, apparently the Bears. Well, he don't see, listen. I'm
Trade up, give up two spots in the draft to trade up one spot against
For a bum.
the team.
Yeah.
Oh, I said, oh, what did I say that? A bum. Oh, I didn't mean to say that.
Now, if he's
a
great,
bum.
now if he's great, then it's like that's the greatest move ever by
He's not.
a general
He's not.
manager.
But with
He's not.
San Francisco looking at him, I mean, you know,
Well-
let's drop down to the next one.
Can we say one more thing about that Chicago thing? Apparently, the head coach didn't know about that pick from the general manager, so something's going on in Chicago. I don't know what's going on there.
He's a bum.
Yeah, so
GM trying to tell who's
got
lost.
so what's the grade? What's the grade you get the Bears on that pick?
Well, we should go by team. So
Okay.
start with the conference. I'm going to start with the division. We just go right through the division.
Who you got then? I thought we was going to start by pick, but what you want to do?
No, well, we're going to look at each team's total draft.
Okay, well, while we're on
Yeah.
Chicago.
Okay, we're on Chicago.
Overall, what do you think?
Overall, did they do a good job?
C.
Answer is no. You give them a C- at best.
So what's some of the picks Chicago pick all the way through?
All the way through, they got the quarterback. Then they don't pick again to pick 45.
Yeah.
And listen, their whole draft is toe up.
Yeah.
Tank is a good player. He might do something. And then they got Jordan Morgan, and I mean they C- at best.
Yeah, well, we got to keep running down through it. So who's the number 3 pick with San Francisco then? Is that?
Well, we talked about San Francisco, but if we were going to judge the whole draft, so their first pick was Solomon Thomas, defensive end, 6'3", 273 pounds out of Stanford. I think we kind of knew he was going to go high in the top 5.
Yeah, he's a good football player.
But overall, how do you think that the team did overall?
San Francisco?
San Francisco.
I give San Francisco a B. I think they did well.
San Francisco did. I think they did all right.
I give them a B. I think they
did all right.
For the GM that
Reuben
just got
Foster.
here,
Reuben Foster
I
was a
surprised.
steal.
Yep.
Reuben Foster was a steal. He was a top 10 talent.
I thought he would go earlier than that. His draft stock.
Well, remember he got in trouble. Yeah, he got in trouble with that diluted test. Yeah, so he dropped, but he's a really good football player.
He's an animal. But now, let me ask you a question about Reuben Foster, because I know we got to go through the teams, but individually, you think he can play sideline to sideline, or do you think he's just a hard-hitting linebacker that kind of plays that position?
He showed his speed. He showed his speed a little bit.
But how about calling the defense? We'll see.
Well, that time will tell on that. Is he a leader? He's a leader in college. Can he take that to the pros? It's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. What team you want to go with next?
Well, let's go through the divisions.
All right, go ahead.
Now, we know we like to start with the NFC East.
Let's do it then. What we got?
The top team in NFC East. Here, drum roll, please. Matter of fact, let's go from the bottom up. Bottom up. The worst draft of the NFC East was the Washington Redskins.
Yeah.
And by the way, when I say the worst draft of that division, they did a really very good job of drafting people. Allen is a monster at defensive end. They got the corner. He hurt, but he's going to be a player. They got 2 good linebackers out the class. They did a real good job, but they were the worst team in the NFC.
Now, what I heard, I'm rating them up a B, so everybody else got to be above a B in the East.
Well, I'd have gave them a B-. I'd have gave New York Giants, the next team, a B. They would have got a B. They did a real good job. They got the tight end.
Before we go any further, let me ask you, who was the best? Who drafted the best out of that NFC East?
We know who he's going to say.
No, who the team drafted the best out of the NFC East? Dallas Cowboys drafted the best out of the NFC East.
With Taco Charlton over there, Taco was a beast.
Hey, once you get a taco, you get everything on it, baby. You get a taco with everything on it.
I know. So they drafted the best, then they do everything else the best.
That's coming. But the Eagles had a fantastic draft. Let's talk about them.
The Eagles had a B draft. They had a B draft. Barnett is a monster. I mean, that was one of the best picks for the spot they were in. I mean, he's going to be a real good defensive end for some time.
Hey, Sidney Jones, they took in
Sidney
the second
Jones should be a good corner. Only problem is he going to play this year or not? And really, they didn't address the position after that. That was hard on them.
Well, they did go after the running back. They went after.
Yeah, they ran a running back that plays just like.
And I want to say,
Darren Sproles.
I want to say congratulations to Tim. His nephew got drafted, Elijah Qualls, with number 214 overall.
Right.
But you know,
anybody put that Qualls out there, I'm liking that. You know, Elijah Qualls was big guy though.
Big guy.
Yeah.
They had so overall.
Eagles.
What did you get the Eagles as far as the draft?
They got a B.
I give him a B.
Yeah, they did all right. They did a good job.
Yeah. Now let's go to the A+ team here.
No, they didn't get an A+.
No.
They got A-.
Come
Taco
on.
Chalk. Yeah, Taco's gonna be a monster. But then they went secondary strong, and I believe they got 3 starting defensive backs in this draft. 3 starting defensive back. And just to give you a clue, this is for all sports fans. Sports fans, listen to this. The Dallas Cowboys got the best wide receiver out the whole class.
You could heard a pin drop under that guy laughing at you.
Yeah, well, listen. Laugh now, cry later.
Yeah.
Noah Brown is going to be the best wide receiver out that whole class.
Well, I think Dallas addressed something that they needed. They needed to address that secondary. I think they did a good job addressing that secondary.
Yeah, well, they added at least 3 starters, maybe 4.
Yeah, so I think they ultimately.
All right. Well, let's stay with the NFC and let's move to the NFC West if we could. You know, and San Francisco. Yeah, we talked about them.
I ain't like their draft too much.
Well, they got a good player out of that draft.
They did get a good player.
I'll tell you, he fell a lot lower than I thought. I think that he was going. Actually, I wanted Detroit to draft him, but I like the linebacker Detroit ultimately ended up taking. But I think he should have went a little bit higher. So yeah, he's a great player, but sideline to sideline is questionable. Let's see what he can actually produce this year. So overall, I thought San Francisco did okay, but I kind of give him a B, B-, maybe a high C.
Well, they got 3 starters. And anytime you get 3 starters, you doing really good.
Well, let's talk about the ones that's been controlling that out there, and that's Seattle for the last,
Seattle. I ain't like the Seattle draft too much. McDowell is a good player. Other than that, I really didn't see too much impact from their draft. Now, one thing you will say about Seattle is they always pick the middle picks well, so they could come up with some really good players. But from what I've seen, from what I studied, I think their draft is a C+ at best.
It's funny though. It's funny how these teams like Seattle, some of these higher, good teams, the playoff teams, they still figure out to find some talent players in the draft late in the rounds. They do a good job of bringing their players up. So I like what Seattle did. I agree with the Rev that they're somewhere around that mid-level drafting mark. So I'm in agreement with the Rev on that one.
Yeah, I'm watching Rev shuffle papers over here.
Yeah, he studied, man.
Yeah, move into, I guess we're going to go into the South. Is that where we're going to go?
Oh, no, we hit the Cardinals.
Okay.
I think the Cardinals got a A. I believe the Cardinals got A. They got the young boy from Temple. I think the Cardinals with Buda Baker and with their second pick, I think they added at least 4 starters to their team.
All right.
It's crazy thing about the Cardinals overall, same concept I got with the way that they develop talent. I think they ultimately did a good job.
They got a good coach over
there. They got a good coaching program. I think they're always going to be solid over there.
The team that did the worst out their division was the Rams. Yeah. I think I gave the Rams a D, actually.
Well, it's something to be said about that. There's something to be said that you can really see the different level as far as the talent level when it comes to the general managers and then the cohesiveness. Are they on the same page? Or what are they trying to do?
And they got to look at weighing caps and all that. So you got a lot of a lot of things go on prior to the draft and where you situated at, and that's why you don't see a lot more trades that you used to see back in the day because of that cap money. You get on up there and all of a sudden, okay, well, we're going to get the player that we want, but would he have fallen down to where we're at anyways if we'd wait on? So it's a little bit more of a gamble, I think, today on the draft than what it used to be.
Yeah, but it's hard. It's hard to tell. You don't really necessarily know who's going to be a great player. Sometimes you can have a great college career, but how does that transition comes to the pros once you get to that level? Once the money gets involved and everything else is kind of a challenge.
NFC South.
NFC South, did I like anybody? Oh, Tampa Bay did a wonderful job. O.J. Howard is going to be an all-pro. As well as Evans. I think Evans is going to be a real good player for him. I think Tampa Bay would get a B+ at worst. The Saints did a real good job.
Saints did a good job.
They replaced their secondary with a couple of really good players, young secondary players. Look out for the Saints in the future.
Yeah, because they've had the offense. They picked up a pretty good running back there too, I believe.
They did.
And
from Tennessee.
So they've got a pretty stout offense and had that, but the defense has killed them year after year. So maybe they improved on that.
Yeah. I think it was a lot of depth in this draft this year. I mean, you get all the way through the first round.
Defensively,
it was a lot, and it was a lot of good players.
Yeah.
A couple great players in that first maybe 15, 20 picks, but a lot of
solid players.
Good players.
Yeah.
And more offense. Actually, more quarterbacks went early.
Surprised me.
Than I expected.
I'm surprised.
Let's stay with that South. Let's move on into the Atlanta Falcons, I guess.
The Atlanta Falcons, pretty good job. I would give them a B, a solid B. They put together some real good players. They got an outside pass rusher, which they needed, and I think they're going to have a good class. I think the Carolina Panthers reach for not only on offense but also on defense. I don't like that draft too much. I give them a C plus. I'll tell you the one guy they didn't get, Corn Elder, is going to be a really good defensive back. Probably play in the slot. He's a real good player.
Now speaking of slot, aren't they the ones that pulled the other running back? Who they pull?
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Overrated.
I see
guys
fast.
Overrated. LeBron James.
Stop that.
LeBron James playing football.
We ain't going there today.
He's quick.
LeBron James playing football.
We ain't going there today.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on. Let's go to the Central. That's where you Dorian likes to be.
Well, I'm just laughing at the Chicago Bears. You don't even got to tell me what you give me. I'll tell you what I give them. First of all, they're in a division that with them cheeseheads who I hate to say it that I don't like Green Bay Packers. I mean, I won't like the Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers did a solid job in that draft.
Green Bay Packers, but overall, they did okay in the draft. But I think Chicago just really destroyed it.
Who in that division had the best draft?
Detroit. Detroit Lions. Oh, by far, no. I'm not just saying that. But
Detroit, Green Bay.
Detroit Lions had a really solid draft.
Green Bay had the best
Detroit
draft.
Lions addressed some needs that they needed to address. They addressed the linebacker spot, which is pretty. They needed to address that, and some defensive backs. So they did a good job.
Okay, well, that's pretty much. We run you down through the NFC. We're going to talk about the AFC later on in the program. We got NBA coming your way. We got a lot of things, but we got a special guest coming on. Who's our special guest?
Yeah, man. We brought my main man, Earl Cooper, man. Listen, I look good out there on the golf course. I don't play that good, but I look good out there. And you remember
that'd be the first place you look good at.
You remember the guy when came out there on the basketball court with the nice shoes on, a nice outfit on, but can't really play a lick.
That was you.
That's how I look on the golf course.
Oh man,
But that's all right. That's what I'm trying to say.
As long as you look good.
Listen, I'm excited to bring him on, man. He does a lot in the community. He works for the mayor's office. The guy's traveled the world playing golf. He's rated, I think, in the top 20 as far as teachers right now in Golf Digest. So incredible to have him on.
Yeah, we're going to talk to him and a few more things when we come back from a quick break because we got to pay for the show.
That's right.
So stay with us. We're Game Changers on Route 40. Come on down for more Sports Fans.
Sports fans, what's up? I told you I was coming down here to Delaware Subaru. I came down and I met my main man, Dave Stanton.
What's up, Dorian? How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Excellent.
Listen, I see why you guys are rated #1.
Thank you, man.
Came down here, you guys treated me like family. I appreciate that.
Well, that's what we want to do. We want everybody to feel like family, and we want to send them home in a great car.
What kind of models do you guys offer down here?
We got the Impreza, which is our small sedan, also in a 5-door.
Nice.
We got our Crosstrek, which is our small crossover. Then we have our Legacy sedan, Outback. Everybody knows about the Outback. You also have the Forester, which is our bigger SUV. And then the WRX, our sports car. Now, the really cool thing is every car is standard all-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive. Now, what do you mean by all-wheel drive?
So all-wheel drive means every wheel has power going to it. And that's different than a lot of other manufacturers' all-wheel drive. Their all-wheel drive is reactionary. So something has to slip, before it works. Where ours, it's already on. All
awesome.
power going to all 4 wheels.
That's incredible. So I guess in harsh weather conditions or something like that, all-wheel drive will probably be amazing.
Absolutely. It also reacts faster, so that split second might be the difference between you getting out of the way or hitting something.
You guys got a very good reputation. What separates you from these other Subaru dealerships that's close and nearby?
Well, one of the main things is our service department. We got a top-rated service department, and also our customer service satisfaction ratings are very high in sales, actually #1 in the area. And I get a lot of my people from service come over and buy cars just because of how great our service department is. We offer loaner cars.
Nice.
So if you buy your car here, you need a loaner car, but give it one.
When you guys are done with those loaner cars, what do you do with them?
So that's a great thing. We have a certified pre-owned vehicle, okay? Here's one right here, the Forester.
Okay.
So basically low mile,
okay.
This one's a 2016, so late model, and it comes with a 7-year, 100,000 mile warranty. It's been through a 152-point inspection, and also roadside assistance that whole time.
That's awesome, man. Listen, come down and see my guy, Dave Stanton, over here at Delaware Subaru. It's been fun, man, hanging out with you. I can appreciate that. Listen, 1717 Pennsylvania Avenue. Sports fans!
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark in Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers, come down and see us.
Sports fans, I'm down here at Kia Wilmington talking to my main man, Larry Price. Larry, good to see you, man.
Good. How are you today?
Good, man. I can't complain. Listen, I want to talk a little bit about Kia, talk a little bit about the product and where you guys came from, man. I remember at one point, people talking about Kia, they didn't necessarily want to buy one. Tell me some of the things that changed.
Well, Kia's been a long journey. Starting back in 1994, when we only had the Sportage and the Sophia. It was a car in the market that really everybody felt was a little cheap. But today, I tell you what, we can compete on every market segment of every vehicle car, all the way up to the Cadenza, the K900, which can compete with a BMW 7 Series.
These cars look good.
Also, you have the Sedona for the van person. You have a Sportage, which is in the middle of the SUV. And then, of course, we have our Sorento with a 3rd row seat. V6, we have a 4-cylinder with gasoline direct injection. All of these vehicles will get you good gas mileage, up to 30 miles a gallon.
Nice. Kia has one of the longest warranty in the industry. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, our warranty is the best. It pretty much doubles everybody with the exception of Hyundai, which is a customer.
Okay.
Now, that warranty gives you 5 years, 60,000 miles compared to everybody's 3-year 36.
Wow.
5-year 60 comprehensive, bumper to bumper. Plus, you get the 10-year, 100,000 miles engine and powertrain. That gives you a very long time while you're paying for your car to be covered with no hassles.
Hey, man, that's awesome stuff. You guys got a good reputation. I talk about you all the time on Sports Fans. Give me an idea of what a customer can expect when he comes in to see you.
Well, I've got to say, I've been here since they opened this Kia store in 2009. I want to say that one of the things that we do here at Kia Wilmington is we do everything that we do for our Cadillac store and our Subaru store. What we'll do for the busy customer who has to get service, we'll give them a loaner car.
Nice.
And if you have a major problem, we'll do a drop-off and pickup. Not to mention, we try to treat everybody here like they're at home. We have a nice waiting area. We try to give you complimentary drinks.
Where we located again?
1606 Pennsylvania Avenue.
1606 Pennsylvania Avenue. Come see my man Larry Price at Kia Wilmington. Sports Fans.
Genesis Z and Black Mama once again up here every week.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Genesis Z and Black Mamas, the Sports Fan Band. Give it up for them.
Yeah. Want to remind everybody they got a CD coming out. Yeah, I got it here in July, so we're gonna keep you up.
They put it on CDs now, too.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they're going away from CDs now. Now you can just get it from your phone. Right. That's right. Let's go. That's right.
Players and all that. Right.
No more 8-tracks.
Yeah.
Right. That's all right.
I still got that.
They don't know what a
cassette
Walkman
player,
is. They think you're taking a jog. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, man, I'm excited, man. You excited? Hey, listen, you got something? Because Rev always talking about golf. golf ain't a sport, I'm here to tell you golf is a sport.
Well, it's one of the toughest sports you'll ever play because everybody thinks, hey, guy out there hitting the ball here.
Yeah.
Well, come on out and hit a ball.
Ask Tiger Woods, this is a sport.
Yeah. No, you know, the main thing is you drive for show and putt for dough.
That's right.
And that's what I want to talk. And our special guest here today.
That's right.
You know, when you talk about that, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. Earl Cooper. Give it up for him, Earl Cooper.
Yeah, Earl Cooper. Yeah, and I know Dorian wants to fire with some questions and everything else. We got, you know, first of all, you got your card, or is that?
Yeah. So I'm a certified PGA professional. I turned pro when 2011 after finishing college.
Right.
Yeah. So went out on the circuit and then played a couple, earned my way through the ranks. Did the ground tour as far as Florida Peach State and a bunch of little tours, got all the way up to the web, and then from there didn't make it all the way to.
Well, that's what people don't understand, how difficult, you know, when you're talking about golfers, there's a lot of golfers out there.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of guys that are on the line of getting to the big show, you know, and being there, that's got to drive you nuts.
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, but it's just like any other sport. I mean, when you think about it, I'm pretty sure you ask any football, basketball player, they would say, man, there was just a couple good guys and they didn't make it. Or, you know, when you meet somebody, you see them, you're like, man, you're amazing. But that shows you how good these other guys are out there. And the margin is small between someone that's sitting at home and someone that's playing on the big leagues.
Yeah, because when you're talking about that, I know you're dying to ask questions.
Oh, no, I want to jump right in. So, you know, Earl, he was named to Golf Digest
Teacher of the Year.
2016, 2017, prestigious best young teachers in America. So that's a heck of an accomplishment.
That's huge. That's huge. Now you teach here locally?
I do teach here locally. You can go to my website, earlcoopergolf.com, and book lessons there. So for the last 2 years, I was a golf pro over at Wilmington Country Club.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're at Wilmington, you doing something.
Wilmington, and like he said, I was able to receive an honor by Golf Digest by being named one of the top young teachers in America.
Right.
Youngest on the list at the age of 27.
It's crazy.
So it was definitely a blessing. It's probably one of the biggest achievements I have in the world of golf.
Yeah, because when you're talking about sports, you know, you mention sports and you talk about basketball players, football players, they all have to come with a certain physique, certain athletic ability.
Sure.
Golfer is completely different, and you know, if it's a mind game.
Most definitely. I think that's the most important part. You got to have a strong mentor.
Yeah.
So, like you said, you can be a larger person, a smaller person, a tall person, a short person.
Sure.
The biggest thing is, you know, your mentor. You got to have confidence within yourself.
Right. You would think the rev would be great if you talk about confidence.
That's why it's not a sport to him.
But you look at all those sports that you named, basketball, football, all of them challenge themselves mentally by playing golf.
Yes, exactly.
They all that's their next level.
Look at all the major people, you know, you name it. And
Michael Jordan,
come on.
Well, Tony Romo was a scratch golfer. He had an opportunity to maybe look at playing pro. You know,
a lot of these guys. I mean, even Jerry Rice, one was trying to turn pro in golf. So again, it's very, very common, and I think that speaks to the level of the game.
Yeah.
If you have all the greats in each and every sport want to come play this one common game.
Yeah. Now let me ask you a question. How did you start? How did you start? When did you realize, you know what, this is what I want to do? How did it all begin?
I got started at the age of 6 years old, and then I didn't get serious at the age of 12. So what it was I won this tournament called the Golf Channel Drive, Chip, and Putt.
Right.
So before it was just kind of something to do, and then when I won the Golf Channel Drive, Chip, and Putt, I was free trip to Disney World. I was on TV, newspaper articles, and I just remember coming back on that plane ride like, man, if every golf tournament's like this, I'm ready to play.
That's what I want to do.
I'm ready. I'm all in. Ain't no more arguing. I'm good. When can I go to the golf course next?
Now, I think this is kind of cool because I talk about this now. Now, your goal, I read somewhere that you want to try to bridge the gap between the game of golf.
Yeah,
you know?
most definitely.
Talk more about that.
So again, I won't bore you to death, but again, the game is not growing, and so when you look at it traditionally, the game has always been looked at as a older white male sport,
like Tim.
But it's a great game.
It's true.
And so when you look at that and how the game is changing now and how we need to grow, I believe that it's not so much, and please don't read this the wrong way. It's not so much that we want to overlook kids, but I think it's very important to tap into those young professionals. And what I mean by that is they're gonna have the ability to spend money, they're gonna have the ability to control their time, and they have an interest in it because we know golf is like the sport of business.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to get the tech golf. You know, when you're talking about, because golf teaches so much. I mean, the first thing it teaches is being honest. I mean,
there's no referees out there.
So you're out there.
No zebras.
Integrity.
I remember we used to do the golf show. Got a guy coming up on a green, and 3 guys down below when I was up on a hill and looking down, and waiting on them to come up. We're playing the closest to the pin.
Yeah.
When they got up there, I watched this guy kick the ball out from underneath behind the tree.
Oh, wow.
So when they got up there and they playing it, and they hit the ball, and I asked the guy, I said, "You ever play soccer?" And he said, "No, why?" I said, "You could kick that ball pretty good." They were playing for some money there. Oh, that was it. But it teaches, you know. And it teaches so much more.
Absolutely.
If you ever, you know, how do you carry yourself in life?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You know,
it does. I mean, you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit with so many adversities. But the beautiful thing about it, and I think the reason why so many of the other athletes enjoy playing that game is because of the fact that it's all on them.
Yeah.
So, you know, typically, you know, when you're performing with the Globetrotters, you got to hit that move. I got to hit you that bounce pass the right way.
Yeah.
Man, you didn't give it to me the right way. I can't do that on the golf course. It's all on me. I can't say.
Point your fingers.
Hey. And so I think that's another reason why a lot of the greats have that ability to enjoy the game of golf because finally they're in control, which can be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
Well, you got a guy that can be on top of his game one week, and the next week can't even show up because you know it's so much focus. Learning how to focus is just unbelievable, and people don't realize that. And if you don't go the route of this young man here, and you just business, you mentioned business. There's more business handled on a golf course than anywhere else I know of.
We hear it all the time, but it is very true. That's where the business deals go down. And so you got to know how to speak that language. You got to know how to do that. You got to be present. And so, and having that ability, and we've missed out on that. And so that's kind of where, again, getting back to bridging the gap in the game, I want to give them the opportunity. There's a lot of young buddies that I went to college when I went to Morehouse College. And so I'm trying to tell them get into it. Now they call me, they're like, man, you know, in the world of banking, like, that's a day off.
That's a day off.
Because it's business.
It's business.
So how does that translate? Because you're in the mayor's office, you mentor, you do these things, and a lot of stuff you do is in the inner city. So you've seen that level to the level where you're at. How do you make the bridge, as Dorian alluded to?
So again, I think the biggest thing with the bridge is when we talk about the inner cities, one of the things that I would love to do is to bring it to them. And I want to train them in their comfort zone. I think a lot of times you have a shock value. So if you just take a kid from the inner city and just throw them on the golf course, that may be too much. So my idea was let's train them up in their own environment. So the idea would be maybe in the park, or we had like a simulator in one of our local community centers. What I would do is the first week you come as you are. The next week I give you a shirt. Then the next week I give you a hat. And so now we slowly but surely are transforming you into a golfer. And then, you know, you build up with anticipation.
Look good, they ain't gonna be able to
Exactly.
They look like golfers anyway.
I'll be ready.
You're gonna look like a golfer.
My game. I'll be ready.
And you have the ability, which I think goes a long way, to be trained by one of the top instructors according to Golf Digest. So it's not like just your Uncle Joe, your Uncle Blow. You're going up there with a level of confidence because you know that, hey, I've been trained by one of the best in the country. This isn't just about.
And the camaraderie you build on a golf course is just unbelievable because you get. I talk about business, but I can't stress it enough how much is taking place out there, especially when you get up and you get into. You were in one of the prestige clubs in the area.
To be at
when you talk Wilmington Country Club, you know, and if you're a good golfer, those guys want you to come out and play with them.
They definitely do.
So they want, you know, so the better a golfer you are, the higher up. Because if you're good, they want you to play with them.
They want you around.
Now, you know, we try to be hardcore and truthful and real direct here on the show, right? We try to go straight to it, right? So now, let me tell you. So you're a golfer. So I know a lot of people would say, you know, first of all, I'm a golfer first. But then there's that element that, hey, I'm a black guy, and I'm a black guy that's a golfer. So that element of surprise out there. Do you ever walk out there?
At the Wilmington Country Club.
I mean, I walk out there sometimes and be like, let's see what this guy can do.
I mean, every day. I mean, just to not, just give you a little bit more background. I've worked at 2 courses, Detroit Golf Club, Wilmington Country Club. I was the first African-American golf professional there. And both of them are 100 years old.
Yeah.
And so when you look at that historical value, and also for me to be able to be in that type of environment, I embrace the challenge. Here's an opportunity to reset the standard. Here's a lot of people that have never interacted with a black golf professional. A lot of these people, you know, it's very unique. You have individuals that are running, you know, Fortune 500 companies or big, large companies, and they're coming to me because I'm the expert. So they got employed, they got up to 900 employees, but they coming to me and say, Earl, what's your opinion on this? How do I do that? So it's just that different level of dynamic there that I've definitely been blessed, and I've always embraced it, just embracing me and who I am.
Now that you're gone from there, you still have those contacts. They don't go away. They, you know, you teach them. They call. Hey, I'm
bring in a ringer.
I definitely get calls to go out. I've been keeping out. I just played with Julius Erving 2 weeks ago. You know, and that was all off a call. Like, hey, I got Jules in town. Come tee it up with us. So it's very common to just still get out there on the golf course and leverage those network opportunities. And now what I'm trying to do is kind of bring some of those private partnerships that I have to this inner city and to the mayor's office to be able to leverage.
Well, do you see more black gentlemen coming out for the game of golf? You know, I think Tiger changed that years ago, but it's kind of taking a back step now.
I think there's some coming, but again, I think it's all about building. It's continue to build, and I think it's really the young people like myself. Kids have to be raised up and around the game of golf.
Exposure.
And so
access.
How do I put myself in a position to where my son or my daughter knows that it's just natural? Just natural. It doesn't need to be this forced thing.
I want to know, what do you feel about the social media aspect? You know, the person that emailed in and changed a play, said, oh, the ball was not in the right place. How do you feel about that?
I don't like that at all. I think that's too much. That's too much.
Because it takes away from that integrity with Tim talking about the honesty part.
It does take away from the honesty, and I think too, it's not fair. The thing about it is that everyone doesn't get camera time.
Wow. Yeah, and you got.
But hang on one second. So with everybody not getting camera time, you got more people watching this one person. And so it only happens if the camera's on you. So that's like saying if I'm down one end of the court and the camera's down the other end of the court and I tripped somebody, but if the camera's not there, it's not going to be called. But it doesn't happen that because other sports you have referees there. And so it's unfair. It's unfair.
I would love to have you come back.
We can do a whole show with her.
I appreciate you.
Because there's so many rules that people don't realize. I didn't realize for years you carry two clubs into a sand trap. You got a stroke against you. You can only go in with one club.
Well, before we go, talk more about Earl Cooper's golf. Talk about the
so Earl Cooper Golf. Again, it's all about bridging the gap in the game, expanding the game. If there's anyone out there that has an interest in the game, if there's anyone out there that's thought about playing the game, I want to be able to kind of teach you in a comfortable environment. My biggest thing is that I'm not here to teach you how you want to be. I'm not here to teach you how I want to teach you. First of all, I'm teaching you how you're going to learn. And number two is I understand that you're not trying to be the next Tiger Woods. You're just trying to beat your buddy. So I feel like a lot of times people have taken golf lessons and walked away worse. I personally have dealt with that. And so I don't want to do that. So
I was one of those ones never have found it back.
We got to get out there. We all got to get out there.
Do you have a website or anything?
I definitely have a website.
Come on, how do they get to you? How do people
get to you? They can hit me up on earlcoopergolf.com. It's real simple. earlcoopergolf.com. I also got to let you know I also write children's books as well. We can go into it.
Name a couple of the books.
So my books is Hello Maroon Tiger. That's about Morehouse College. Baby Bison's first homecoming. And I'm super, super happy to announce that Delaware State has a children's book coming out that I wrote called Good Morning Hornet.
Man, let's go.
Give it up for Earl Cooper. Stay with me right now for more Sports.
Sports fans, what's up? I told you I was coming down to Delaware Cadillac. This building's been here 100
100 years. That's incredible. I'm down here with my main man, John Danzy. John Danzy, what's up?
Dorian, how are you, buddy?
I'm excited, man. I'm glad to be here. Listen, now I talk about Cadillac all the time on Sports Fans.
Right.
And I talk about this place being here 100 years. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Delaware Cadillac has been here since 1916.
Wow.
And actually, up until 1966 was the sole distributorship for the Delmarva Peninsula.
Wow.
Until in 1982, the current ownership took over, and now it's known as Delaware Cadillac.
Man, that's incredible. Let me ask you a question. Now, when I think about Cadillac, I think about luxury. What are some of the things people can expect when they walk into a Delaware Cadillac showroom?
Well, look at the showroom. When you come into our showroom, it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
We have the brand new XT5 here, which replaced the 2016 SRX. We have Escalades, and the all-new CT6 sedan. You want luxury? That car epitomizes luxury.
Now listen, the Rev's always on the show, and he's always talking about how cool Cadillac is, and he's talking about when he brings his car to service. What can they expect when they come down to service?
Oh, service is our middle name. You come in for service, you're going to get a loaner car out of our service department. And it's not a loaner car like they do at Enterprise or Avis. You're going to get a Cadillac.
Wow.
You come in an Escalade, you're leaving in an Escalade.
Love it. Listen, let me ask you another deal. Now, of course, thinking about Cadillac, we're thinking about expensive, right? We're thinking about expensive taste when you're looking at a Cadillac. What kind of deals can somebody expect?
Lease deals. Lease deals is where the deals are at. We can lease an all-new 2017 Cadillac Escalade for $799 a month for 36 months.
That's awesome, man. So come on down and see my main man, John Danzy. John Danzy, what's the address?
1606 Pennsylvania Avenue, right off I-95, exit 7.
Exceptional service, first time, every time at Delaware Cadillac. Come see us.
It's your boy, the Rev. I'm here at Delaware Cadillac. Listen, I'm here to bring you the truth. Delaware Cadillac is the truth. Come on down. Come see us.
That's what I'm talking about. Come see John Danzy and the rest of the salespeople here at Delaware Cadillac. Sports Fans!
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark and Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers, come down and see us.
Hi, and welcome to Chevrolet of Dover. This is Matt Kersey here with me. I'm telling you, I'm excited to be down here because you guys got a lot of good deals going on. But one of the deals that you've got, we're standing in front of right here, a brand new Chevy pickup truck.
Yes, she is. This is a 2016 3/4-ton diesel crew cab that we actually built here and customized ourselves. There is nobody in the state of Delaware who does what we're doing. This truck here has got a 7.5-inch lift, custom wheels, rubber, fender flares, side steps, some small modifications also to the motor, but it's the only place you can get it. The modifications that we have made to the motor do not void out the warranty, so everything's good here at any Chevy service center in the country.
Peace of mind, folks. I'm telling you, it doesn't get any better than this.
You also got to look what's in the front of it. We got hammerhead front and rear bumpers, but each truck I do something unique to it. And in this truck, we did add in a train horn. So if I get up behind you on your Toyota, you're going to know me real quick.
You're talking thousands and thousands of dollars if you took it out, brought it brand new, plus wait time and all that to get it right. You guys are doing it, and you work with people to do it their way, the way they want it.
That's correct. When someone does purchase a vehicle, or if it's someone who comes into our service department, one, we'll give them courtesy transportation while we do the work.
If you guys have anything brand new Chevrolet, I want people to know, and plus the pre-owned market as well right here, and a lot of things you work with military personnel quite a bit.
We do a ton. Due to my 26 years of service and being next to Dover Air Force Base, I understand all of their concerns, whether it's the member that's in the military and who's being deployed, or if it's the personnel that are staying home. We do everything we can for them. I want to give a discount to everybody that's possible. In our service department, which we're standing in, 15% off of parts and labor on anything they do. All they have to do is just show their ID.
This is Matt Kersey. He can have any question that you want answered right here. Matt will be the man who'll take care of you. Matt, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
your boy the Rev. Listen, last weekend, you know what we had? We had a great time watching the NFL draft. I have to shout out Philadelphia. You did a wonderful job. I mean, it was exciting, it was fun, it was everything. But can I talk to the Eagle fans for a second? Eagle fans, let me ask you a question. Why are you booing everything? One time during the draft, you even booed yourself. I'm going to tell you the problem, Eagle fans. You are haters. Yes, the truth must be known. You are haters. If you ever stop being haters, you'll stop booing everything. Maybe your team can win a Super Bowl one day. Stop being haters. Get rid of that Rocky stuff. It hurts your heart. I'm trying to tell you, Rocky's not real. Listen, I'm the Rev. I love you. I want to see you do well. Stop being a hater. Start loving. The reason why you don't like the Dallas Cowboys, because they're the best of all time. That's right. I'm telling you here. It's the Rev. I'm here to bring you the truth.
Sports fans!
The truth, yeah.
Yo, man, you crushing it.
I'm telling you, he always lays it out there. But, you know, it's just unbelievable what Philadelphia did for the draft. You were over there, Joe.
Man, I went down there and I couldn't believe it. And I want to say one thing. It was so excellently done. It really was. I mean, it wasn't crowded. People weren't on top of each other. It was, I mean, the customer service was awesome. Nobody following you around. And just everybody just loving one another and enjoying it, high-fiving. The fun with Drew Pearson and us booing him. It was all in fun. It really was. It wasn't nothing.
Oh, he was loving
venomous.
it too. Drew was
yes,
loving it.
He egged us on.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just, speaking of egging them on.
Eggs on Philadelphia.
Wait a minute. Now, I got
They are booing because that's what they do.
Hold on. I got to tell people, if you're out there and you're watching this on TV, you need to tune in on Monday nights at 7 o'clock on a Sports Fans Facebook page and hear some of the things that go on behind the scenes with Rev.
Man.
I'm talking about overrated this guy and underrated that guy, and a lot of things go on in there. But we got to get our attention back because we got to get to the NBA playoffs. And right now, we finished with the NFC as far as the draft goes.
I just want to ask Rev, and this is a serious question.
Okay.
What does LeBron James have to do, in your opinion, for you to say that in this particular generation of basketball, he's the #1 player? Or is there, he just, in your, just a regular question, what he has done, if I've seen.
Okay, well, let me ask you this question.
Okay, go ahead.
What has LeBron James done?
Okay, I think LeBron James, currently, I think he's one of the top to reach the points that he scored, highest scoring in the playoffs right now. The championships that he's won that he's put it on his back. He's played more games.
Watch this, but what?
But no, you asked me a question. You asked me a question.
I'm going to stop you. Can I finish what you said?
Can I finish the question?
You said he put the team on his back.
Put the team
what
on
I'm
his
saying
back.
is he has never put a team on his back. He's always had the most talent in the East.
When LeBron James won his first championship, he gave everything he had. You seen it from his heart. You seen the hustle. You seen he gave it to Cleveland. When he came back to Cleveland, when they booed him out of Cleveland, he came back. And you know, this to me, I don't understand it. I'm just
Where did LeBron James win his first championship?
Maybe he went to Miami and won a championship.
So my question to you is, if you took that Miami team without LeBron James, would there be a better team in the East?
Maybe not.
Well, that's my point.
But what does that have to do with LeBron James being the best player in the NBA is my point.
LeBron James, and I know why the NBA has to do it, it's because they figure out that when you got a top player, everybody wants to hear about a top player.
Okay.
Everybody wants to hear about
marketing.
one. It's all marketing.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Like
that's why.
Dak Prescott.
Well, that's
Like Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, let's get back. Let's get back
to that.
Yeah, let's get back.
It's all
to
marketing.
So but no, that's all right. That's a good questions. But listen, speaking of LeBron James, right now Cleveland's up 79-64 over Toronto. I think they'll make it an easy series. I don't think they'll have an issue in this series.
Take it in 6?
Yeah, well, I think they take it in 5. I don't think it'll be an issue.
Well, when you got overrated bum LeBron James on your team, you might have the better team in the East. But once again, when you call somebody the best player of their generation, they should make other players better.
I think he does.
LeBron, he makes players worse.
Actually, I think he makes players better.
I'm hoping that this series go better because you look at Kyle Lowry, you look at DeMar DeRozan, you talk about Olympians, you're talking about first-team NBA type players, and this is going to tell which way DeMar DeRozan is going to go.
Yeah,
is he going to turn the tide and carry his team, or going up against LeBron, is he going to take on that challenge?
Well, you have to say, like, well, I like back to this point. When LeBron James left Miami, did Dwayne Wade make the Heat better? Did Chris Bosh make them better? They didn't.
It was a big significant drop off.
It was a significant drop off.
Yes.
But when he went over to Cleveland, that team got better. So I think that the math is the math. You can lie about the numbers, but the numbers don't lie.
Yeah, we do this each and every week, talk about LeBron James being the best and everything else. But
you got the Celtics and
so you got man, Isaiah Thomas lost his tooth out there balling like a true baller that he is. Isaiah Thomas, man, I think I told you before that the Celtics was going to grow up in that series, and I think they're growing up in front of our eyes.
He wants another shot at that ring.
And I told that to Rev. Chicago was there once Rondo went down.
Oh yeah,
they
that
were
was
done.
it for them. Yeah, that was.
And the one thing I can't understand with Washington, and we talked, somebody was at work, they don't play old school basketball no more. Isaiah Thomas is like 5'2". John Wall is 6'4". Just going to post. You started out 16-0 posting this boy up. You could foul him out, get him in foul trouble, get him out the equation. But Isaiah Thomas, give him credit. The boy is a warrior, man.
Baller, man.
He's doing it for many
with his
years.
sister passing away, attended the funeral on Saturday, and he came back like nothing ever happened. And I'm really pulling for him. And I just like Brad Stevens. I love the coach. I think he bring a college atmosphere, and I think they actually run plays. They don't do a lot of isolation. They really run plays.
What do you think in that series overall? Celtics lead that series 1-0. What do you think about that series as far as?
I think that series is going to go to distance.
You think it's going to go to distance? Well, how you feel about that series?
I like Boston in 6.
Yeah.
But I can see it because Markieff Morris is the key. If he comes back, they're okay. But if that ankle injury is worse, no, they'll do it in 6.
I think that series go distance.
Yeah.
And LeBron James is overrated bum.
We got more series going on.
Well, we can jump over to the West. We can talk about the Golden State Warriors and the Utah Jazz. Hey, listen, how about that Jazz team, man?
Man, you got to give credit where credit is due. Good coaching, great sets, run real plays, up and down. They can go up and down. The one thing that they do have over Golden State, they got bigs. Derek Favors, Gobert, they got big players. And I want to see, one thing about Golden State, they just going to score. And if they can't score, then you got a shot. But it's got to start at the defensive end. But you can't take out the fact of Draymond Green. He brings a whole other mentality to the game.
They don't have LeBron James.
They got the weapons to beat them.
Hey, remember we want to bring AG up, man. He's announcing what college he's going to.
That's going to be awesome.
Let's keep on rolling here.
San Antonio Spurs and the Houston Rockets.
That's going to be a good series.
The Claw.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard going up against Harden.
Don't have enough weapons.
Fear the beard.
Yeah.
And I like San Antonio Spurs.
When
you got to deal with Popovich in a 7-game series, when it comes down to the wire, I'm going with San Antonio in 6 because Houston still got scorers and they got bigs, but I still like San Antonio in 6.
What you think?
Yeah,
I like
they don't have enough weapons. They don't have enough weapons to beat.
But
and before we bring up AG, we just want to give a shout out to Paul Pierce. 19 great years of basketball. You gave your all, man. Enjoy your retirement.
Should have been a Sixer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's go if we can. And AG someplace in the building.
AG in the building. AG.
Get him up.
Why we get AG? LeBron James overrated. How many coaches did he almost get fired?
Yeah, well, how many did Kobe almost get fired?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, every great player.
Why every time you say something, somebody says something that has nothing to do with anything?
I've been in Detroit Aikman get fired.
Yeah, you say AG's going to do what now?
AG, okay, man, welcome, man. AG, what's going on, man?
Good seeing you, boy.
You got a mic. AG, congratulations. I know you want to announce the college that you're going to now. Can you tell everybody where you decided to go, where you signed
Wait a minute.
Robert Morris University. Robert Morris University.
Robert Morris University, all right.
Congratulations. Give it up for AG. Give it up for AG.
Is that the same school from the movie Drumline? Is that the one that played the movie Drumline?
That's a whole different school. That's a different school.
Now you gonna play football over here or what? What position are you playing?
DB, cornerback, safety.
Cornerback, yeah.
Cornerback and safety, man. Congratulations. AG's our statistician right here for the show.
AG in the building.
Give it up. Congratulations to AG.
Once again,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Thank you, AG.
Thanks, AG.
We're all about education here. very important.
That's it. And then let's get back to a lot of guys who just got educated. Some of them came out a little bit early. Let's get to the AFC, if we could, on the draft day here.
Rev, go ahead, Rev. Go ahead. You got a minute to go on the draft.
Got a minute to go for the whole draft. Whole AFC, huh?
The best team.
Just the best. Sum it up.
Best draft of everybody. Look out for Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Pittsburgh had an awesome draft. Pittsburgh might have had their future quarterback, future running back, future wide receiver, all in one draft.
Wow.
Pittsburgh Steelers would have had an A+ in my book.
Did they have the best draft for the NFL, you think?
They had one of the best drafts in the NFL.
Who had the best draft in the NFL to you?
Who had the best draft in the NFL? Total.
What you think? Cleveland Browns had the best draft in the NFL?
Cleveland had a good draft. Pittsburgh had a good draft. The Cardinals had a good draft. Dallas Cowboys had a good draft.
Want to get this in there too. We lost a police officer over this past week.
Man.
We want to definitely put something out there about him, and our hearts and prayers out to the family and all the officers out there protecting us on a daily basis. Joe, one more time, get out what you're doing on Saturdays.
Every Saturday, come on out, Route 4, Route 7. Come on out every Saturday, 11 to 12:30. $5 a kid from ages 8 to 14, boys and girls. You'll see me and the Rev out there. Come on out and have some fun.
Rev, one more last word.
Let's make sure that we respect the people who are doing their duty to protect and serve us as a community and a society. And we want to make sure that they understand that we respect them and we're thankful for what they do.
Until next week, from Game Changers, this is more Sports Fans.
I'm here to bring you the truth.
Yes, sir.
Does it feel like this guy did your taxes? Does it seem like they're just monkeying around? Do you feel overcharged? Stop visiting franchise tax companies. At Grand Tax for only $99, a certified tax professional with over 15 years experience will prepare your individual or business tax return. We are dedicated to finding each deduction and credit you're entitled to. You earned it, you keep it. We'll even review your prior returns for free. Grand Tax. Call to make your appointment today.
Blue Rocks Baseball is your ticket for fun, affordable family entertainment. Come enjoy the fun-filled atmosphere for the entire family. There's great food, fireworks, giveaways, and of course, Rocky Bluewinkle and Mr. Celery, and much, much more. So don't strike out with your family. To catch one of those exciting games, call 888-BLUE or log on to www.bluerocks.com. Help cheer your Blue Rocks on to another championship.
Bully Rock, the legendary Pete Dye course, is open for the season. Come play one of the top tracks in the nation just off I-95, centrally located between Wilmington and Baltimore in Havre de Grace, Maryland. The best has gotten even better with its expanded clubhouse and putting greens to the 5-star restaurants and banquet facilities. There isn't a better place to hold your corporate event or private party. The course has never been in better shape or more challenging, so call 410-939-8887 today for the experience of a lifetime.
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark and Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers, come down and see us.